Drop the bass.
Next up is Pop Teen. Pop Teen is very old and very popular. It actually had a few models that were like supermodels, like superstars in Japan. Many of the models also had a singing career. It started out with the models from Pop Teen. Now models from other magazines have singing careers as well. But the first that did that were with Pop Teen. And Pop Teen is a mix of one gyaru and pole gyaru styles. You have many pictures like this, for example. These are all pole gyaru. As you can see, they wear school uniforms. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but they're wearing school uniforms. But they also have sections about marriage and stuff like that. And the thing is that the Pop Teen is a little bit cutish. A Japanese gyaru friend of mine stated it good that the models of Jelly are not that kawaii, so cute, and that the Pop Teen models are fairly kawaii, so fairly cute. And this magazine is actually more popular than Jelly, and probably because of the cuteness. Because, like I said, Japan is a land and culture where the cuteness is very very there. You can't get around it, and even people of an older age still have cute things and are attracted to cute things. Next up is my favorite magazine and probably the most famous magazine out there, and that is Egg. Egg had its peak in popularity back like 3 or 4 years ago. It's still very popular, but I have the feeling that its popularity is declining a little bit, mostly because of the new generation of models. I have many eggs. I have like 8 eggs or something, but this one is fairly new. And with new, I mean people who have been following Egg for a time now probably know the name Gyaru Watanabe, which was the most popular Egg model out there, but she isn't there anymore. And other models like Ruby Ringo are gone as well. And it's pretty funny to see like a whole generation of magazine models disappear and new ones coming in. But Egg is mostly it's many things. It's one gyaru, it's ko gyaru. For example, some of the models of Egg are in their 20s. Most of them are around 19, 20, but they also have some models who are like 16, 17 years old. So it's a pretty, wide audience that they can respond to with that. Next up is Ranzuki. And Ranzuki is also very popular. I think it's the second most popular. I think Egg is a little bit more popular, but this one comes in very close. And Ranzuki is actually not much the same. A fun thing to say about Ranzuki is that it used to have the image of an onegyaru magazine, so only for older girls. And because they wanted to get a wider audience, they actually did a couple of projects where they also attracted like schoolgirls, like Gyaru, and they changed their image from an onegyaru magazine to a whole gyaru magazine. And it's very fun, it's very bright, and it's probably the magazine that looks most like Egg. A fun thing is that many people sometimes bash this magazine because all the models look like each other. I'm not quite like my opinion is a little bit different than that, but I do have to say that I do think that the egg models have a little bit more charisma than the Ramseki models. But I still like Ramseki very much. Next up is the most interesting in my opinion, and the last one is Ageha. Why is Ageha so interesting in my opinion? It's because there's a mystery about it that I'm not quite sure of. And I want to make a specific video about this in the future where I discuss this topic and want to hear the opinion of others. The thing is that I always thought, well, a friend of mine told me 3 years ago that Ageha, and you can probably not see it very good, so I will look up a picture, that Ageha is a magazine for Hime Gyaru, so the princess-like Gyaru, with the big hair and the dresses, stuff like this. And from that day on, I always thought and believed that Ageha was a Hime Gyaru magazine. However, during my last trip to Tokyo, which was on February 2010, I went to the Jesus Diamante store, one of the most famous stores for Hime Gyaru clothing, and I asked the people who worked there what kind of customers they got, like if they were all Hime Gyaru, and they said no, that most of the customers that they got were hostess girls, and hostess girls are well, to put it in a nutshell, when you go to a hostess club, you pay to talk and drink with the girls. In my video about the Ageha magazine, I will explain a little bit better. But the thing is that I always believed that Ageha was a magazine for Hime Gyaru, but the people at Jesus Diamante told me that it was not. That it was actually a magazine for hostess girls. And I actually asked a few of my Gyaru friends, and they also said that it was true. So now the mystery is Ageha, is it a Hime Gyaru magazine or is it a hostess magazine? But I will discuss that topic later on in another video. Well, these were the magazines that I had, and in another future video I will talk a little bit about the topics that are put into the magazines. This video was only to show you a little bit about the different magazines that you have, and if you would make a choice about what kind of magazines you would be getting, I would recommend Egg and Ramseki the most. Alright, see ya!